So, this is a lesson on Who Me by Buckethead. There are a few versions of the song, so I'm not going to have one version exactly. It's just kind of. I posted a video of a little jam that I did of it. And I'll just kind of teach you the ideas of the parts, and you can figure out what to do with it. But I mean, the song was recorded on his Acoustic Shards album, which really didn't have a ton of structure to it. It was really just him sitting down with his acoustic guitar, kind of just fooling around. But the intro is pretty solid as far as every version I've heard, and it's kind of this C chord that you're going to have to jump up to the 5th fret, so use your ring finger up on the 3rd fret. But it's 3rd, open, open, 1st, 3rd. And this is in half step down, so you start out strumming the, here, let me just make sure you can see that. So you start out strumming the outer 2 strings, the 5th and the 1st. You go 3rd, 2nd. I use finger picking. You can use a pick, but your middle finger gets more of a workout if you use a pick. Finger picking, so 5th and 1st, 3rd, 2nd, 1st, then you take off your ring finger and do the 5th string with the 1st again. And in between, right before you repeat, you go 3rd, 4th, 3rd. So all together. Then it repeats into. So right before you go to open on the 1st, you jump up to the 5th fret. I know that stretch is going to be hard for a lot of people because I'm on a nice small ukulele and I don't have that small of hands, so I can make the stretch pretty comfortably on this. On a full-size guitar, it is a bit of a stretch to get that. And on the Buckethead signature, it's really freaking hard. Mine is upscaled just a little bit and I can barely make the stretch. So really work on knowing the technique of leaving your thumb behind your middle finger. Never have the thumb up over you. You won't be able to stretch for crap doing it that way. Pepper Brown, all his videos that he posts, he's very good about saying no thumb over the neck, no thumb over the neck. Always keep your thumb back, relaxed behind your middle finger. So we want to be just about 3rd fret here, and we're just a little bit shy of that. So work on your technique for being able to do long stretches. And back to the song. Turns into, on the 2nd string, the 1st fret, and the rest of them open, starting out. You play the 5th and the 2nd together, pull off, play the 1st again, so then 1st string, go down to the 3rd fret on E string and open. So and 3rd string, open twice, hammer on to the 2nd fret, then open on the 2nd. This part gets a little bit complicated as far as there really aren't chord patterns you can follow, but I mean, just go back through and watch the part over if you have to. But so when it repeats, it's still pull off, hammer on, and you have the pick in there if you can sneak it in comfortably and cleanly without doing a hammer on. You go up to the 3rd fret and then go down to the 3rd fret, same thing. And let's see, what does it do? So it does, it walks down third to fourth, and third again, the second time when you go down. And then it goes down into F, and just do an F power chord and leave the rest open, and strum the second and third string at the same time, and hammer on. You have to take your finger off, but you hammer on to make it a major, I believe. Yeah, major. So you hammer on. So far, slowly. And one of the versions goes off and does something else, and I mean consistently across both versions, you have a part that kind of has this cowboyish, I guess you could call it. But I mean, all it is hopping back and forth doing a power chord on A, then to E. And the last time you just skip straight up to E and play a power chord instead of doing the open and playing the top two strings. And then if you want to be holding a pick with your pinky that whole time, or if you want to pick it up, it doesn't really matter. But you move up to the high E on the 5th fret. That part. So you're using 5th, 7th, 8th, then 3rd, 1st, open. So when you're walking up there, you just really have to play along with the song and get your timing down for where those walk-ups happen. And same thing with the rest of it. I learned songs by ear, so I can't give you a pattern and tempo to go with, but and here you're just walking down the scale, but skipping over every note, then going back up one. And another version of it, I believe it's the acoustic shards one, when you walk down there, it's is the only difference. And it's back to kind of this chugging type thing of, and in between he does a lot of different things. One of them is just getting the harmonics on the 7th fret. He does one where it is either, I believe, like that, so it's an augmented chord, inverted, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and open on the top. Something like that. It's an augmented chord somewhere. If you want to figure it out by ear, it's not, doesn't fit in anywhere. It's an augmented chord. But then he goes into one of his runs up, I believe. Which that one is 7th. You just walk down the 4 frets. Starting the 7th, 7th again, then 8th, then 9th. I'm sloppy as hell playing right now, especially picking, because a couple of you know that have requested. I had poison ivy all throughout my hands, down my arms, and it's starting to peel and all that crap. Most of it's gone, but it's still very painful. So sorry if this doesn't sound great, but let's see, is there any other ones that I know that he does? I think he might do a walk up. And starting on the 5th, 6th, or it's 5th, 7th, 8th, sorry. Then 7th, 8th, 10th, 8th, 13th, 12th. And those are all just in-betweens. You can improv your own if you want to. I mean, he does a ton of those little things. I think he does 6 different ones. There's 3 or 4 for you to go off from. And let's see, any other major parts? I mean, the rundown at the end. 12th, 10th, 8th. Open, you're doing 4s, groups of 4, so 12th, 10th, 8th open, 10th, 8th, 7th open, 8th, 7th, 5th open, 7th, 5th, 4th open. And then I believe is how he ends it, but I mean, the guy really only wanted the intro out of this video, and I've got that covered, but I mean, the song really isn't horribly structured. It has bits and pieces that are in common with other versions, but for the most part, it's just him jamming based off this intro. And then using this structure. And just going throughout and having fun with it. So I have no idea if that's going to be any help at all, because I haven't picked up a guitar for 3 weeks or 2 weeks or something like that because of the poison ivy, and I don't really know that song very well, but someone wanted to know the intro, so keep the requests coming. Sorry if they aren't quality lessons, but hey, they're free on YouTube, and I'm just taking my time to do them, so hopefully they help someone.